All right, Leo Collective, this is your you versus them read. Let me go ahead and clear out the energy of the cards. All right. Also, let me go ahead and say this. God Spirit, allow me to detach from my energy and attach to the Leo Collectives. All right, let's go ahead and get the shuffle going, Leo. Let me do the cards like this real quick. Okay. God Spirit gave me access to the Leo Collective's Akashic Records when it comes to whoever they dealing with romantically or their current partner. Y'all, that's that Mercury retrograde. I've been feeling it. Let me do it one more time, one more shuffle. God Spirit grant me access to the Leo Collective's Akashic Records when it comes to their romantic partner or the person they currently dealing with. Okay. All right. So this is going to be the current energy between you and your counterpart. This is going to be your thoughts. This is going to be their thoughts. This is going to be your feelings. This is going to be their feelings. And this is going to be what you're going to do about it and what they're going to do about it. Also, Leo Collective, this reading is for if you currently had a romantic interaction with this person, you know, even if y'all in separation, this is the current person that you are dealing with in a romantic way. Okay. All right. So the current energy between you guys, I hope y'all can see the cards. The current energy between both of you guys right now is the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. So, both of you guys might be focused on your financial independence, self-care, you know, things to do with your work and your home. Because I'm not picking up the energy like y'all live together. You know, I feel like y'all got y'all own individuality, y'all own separate lives to tend to. So, you know, y'all kind of, you know, worried about that. And then y'all both of y'all may not want to smother each other because you want each other to keep y'all individuality in a relationship because that's important. You know, you can't really just be, you know, on somebody body like 9,000 like 24/7. You know what I'm saying? You got to kind of get them some air, get them some break. So both of y'all might be feeling like y'all don't want to, you know, be overbearing and disrespect each other boundaries. That's what I'm sensing, Leo. So let's get into your thoughts. Okay. So your thoughts, Leo, is the Death card in the reverse. With the Death card in the reverse, your thoughts may be feeling like, thinking, because we stay in the mental realm. You may be thinking that this relationship could be resistant to changes. You may be thinking that this relationship is stagnant. You may think that this relationship is on its way to decay, meaning is, you know, is dwindling down. The emotions, the feelings, the vibe, you know, is not giving you, you know, it's just a sweet, sweet fantasy, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's not giving you that fantasy like Mariah Carey, you feel me? So you may be thinking these thoughts like pessimistic thoughts towards this relationship. So let's get into their thoughts. Let's see what kind of thoughts they got. Okay. So they got the Eight of Cups in the reverse. And with the Eight of Cups in the reverse, you just thought that this relationship might be resistant to change, and their thoughts are their thoughts where they have a fear of change and they avoiding something within this dynamic because something obviously needs to change because this is where both of y'all thoughts are at. However, they're thinking about, you know, taking a crack at this relationship, you know, once more. You know what I'm saying? Because where y'all left out, it kind of is in a stagnant kind of zone because y'all are, you know, working on y'all individual things, y'all finances and stuff like that, y'all career and home and work and stuff of that nature. So they thoughts is kind of aligning with that too. So let's go ahead and see what your feelings is. Okay, so for your feelings, I got the Two of Cups in the reverse. Your feelings is lining up with your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? You feel like this is not going nowhere. It ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? You rather focus on your self-love, you know, than to be trying to fix something that's in disarray or disharmony. You ain't trying to really, you know what I'm saying, fool with that. So let's go ahead and see what their emotions are towards this dynamic. Okay, so they got the Six of Swords in the upright. So they feeling like they should just leave this all behind and move on. You know what I'm saying? They did think about trying one more time, but then when it comes to the matters of the heart, the feelings and the emotions, they not having that heart-brain coherence. So they thinking about just going ahead, moving on, and just releasing the baggage of this relationship, this stagnant relationship, because it doesn't seem to be going anywhere. So let's go ahead and see what you gonna do about it, Leo. Okay, so you got the 10 of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, you don't seem like you want to do nothing about it. You burnt out. You don't want to take no action. You know what I'm saying? Because you obviously feel like you've been doing all the work. You know what I'm saying? And they've been putting in minimal effort. So let's see what they're gonna do, if they're gonna take any action. Okay, they got the Tower in the reverse. Okay, they still kind of in alignment with this fear of change here, because you know in their thoughts they was fearing a change. Now when it gets to their actions, they have a fear of change. So this gonna bring them into the Tower in reverse. And yeah, they gonna be suffering in silence, because even though I got this card, they're going through like a personal transformation, because it's seeming like with the energy, Leo, it was not more so you, it was more so them. When they be like, it's not me, it's you. So it was more so them. And so looking at this, I kind of get the energy that once they go through this personal transformation, then they can come towards you and make the moves that they need to make. And that's if your door is still open. You feel me? Like Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak, I'ma leave the door open. That's if you gonna leave the door open. You know what I'm saying? You might slam it shut, because, you know, sometimes people ain't got time to wait. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got time to wait all day till you a skeleton. You know what I'm saying? But I do see once they, you know, start accepting these changes and releasing that fear, they're going to come towards you. And hopefully the door is open. So, Leo, that concludes your read. I hope you have a great day. Ashe.